Hey YouTube, it is Easy Prepper 101, and today we're going to talk about the Ring Video Doorbell wired free. This one right here, a lot of my neighbors were picking these up, and I wanted to get some. And a couple times over the last few weeks and months, where we've ordered packages and we've been at home, and UPS, the mail, whoever, they're not ringing the doorbell, and sometimes the packages are sitting out there all day long. And as we do know that with people stealing packages, it doesn't matter if you live in a good neighborhood or a bad neighborhood, people will steal them, people will drive around. So talking with some of my neighbors and me and my wife, we talked about it. So we got the Ring right here, and what we're going to do right now, we're going to pause the video and open up, show you everything that you get in it. As you see, I have everything laid out on the table here. The one reason we actually chose this Ring was you can either wire it in or you can charge the battery. Reading online, sometimes the batteries can go 4 months to 6 months or whatever, but we are going to end up wiring this in, so we don't have to worry about charging the battery. But that was the one reason why we actually went with this Ring. As you can see, we have everything out. This is your instruction package that pretty much takes you step by step. I'm not going to show the install of this because there's many videos on that. I'm just kind of showing you what we have and kind of the finished product. This is your housing unit. This is actually the doorbell itself. And then you have your tools. It's actually nice that it comes with the drill bit. This even has a level, as will focus in. So you can try to keep it even in that. And it has all of your screws and everything that you need for this. So what we're gonna do right now is we're going to now show you this installed outside on my front porch. Now that we got the Ring doorbell installed, once we had it installed, we noticed it was going off. We have a flag that's right by this, and it says in the Ring doorbell, and also says in the video, that the flag should not set it off, and the flag was just setting the motion sensor off like crazy. I mean, yeah, I could turn the motion sensor off, but it's one of those protections this has. So if someone's coming up, you want to at least be notified ahead of time. So right now, at this point, we end up taking the flag down. We're going to move the flag to another spot, but also too, to try to help make a difference, was we bought these wedges here, and there's a 3-pack. I do recommend, if you are going to buy a Ring doorbell, get the one with the wedges. You might pay a little bit more, but it's definitely worth it, because then you can kind of adjust the camera angle on how it's looking going out towards the driveway. So that was one thing we added, and these are very simple to install. When you are installing this, they do tell you to turn off the breaker to this so you don't electrocute yourself. Which, like, not that big of a deal. Now they say it takes like 15-20 minutes to install this and to get this all set up, but really, if your Wi-Fi is weak, that's going to cause problem. And that's what we ended up having a problem, was the Wi-Fi in our house was very weak. So I ended up buying a booster. The booster really didn't do it. I called my cable provider, was telling them I was having issues with the Wi-Fi. They actually came out, gave me a new Wi-Fi and a new booster, so now I don't have the problem, and this is getting good signal all the time. And so that was something that you might want to consider. Make sure that if you are going to get one of these, have a booster nearby, or make sure your Wi-Fi is very strong. This is hardwire in, but also has a battery backup, so it will continue to record. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go inside and kind of show you on the iPad kind of what you see. So right now we have the Ring app on our iPad, and we also have them on our phones. So they have the motion sensors that'll let you know, so you can check for the live feed like we have here. We have neighbors right here. I don't want to click on it because it shows a map of kind of like your surrounding streets and that, and just kind of want to, keep that private. But the great thing about that map is anyone who has a Ring doorbell, it'll kind of let you know if someone sees something suspicious. Once they send an alert out, it goes to everyone who actually has the Ring app. And it was actually a few days after we had it installed, someone actually posted a video of something that looks kind of suspicious, but in the end it was actually a neighbor checking on their vehicle because they thought they saw a light on the car. And you can message to people. It doesn't give your name or anything, but that was really cool with the map. The history is really cool, because if you ever want to go back, if you missed something, if you were sleeping, or if you're at work and you want to go back, you can do that. So you just click on the history, and as this loads, so we go to like this one right here. It shows like motion front door, and as you can see, that's my wife just getting into the van. So you're getting live sound, so which is really good, and you can play that back over and over and over, so which is really good to see. So you can kind of see who's coming and who's going if you need to, and plus too, if you just want to check. One of the reasons why we did get the Ring doorbell was because we were getting packages and other items that was supposed to be dropped off at the front door, and no one was ringing the doorbell from the certain carrier services. Our post office was really good, but kind of UPS and FedEx were not doing that. So having this with the motion sensor really helped. Another nice feature is the devices. And as you can see here, it shows that they are online. So as you see, we have the Ring doorbell that shows online, and then the doorbell, the downstairs doorbell, that shows that's online too. So once you click on this, it will kind of tell you, it'll give you your battery life. So if you're actually going to be like charging this, which some people do, they don't want to wire it into their doorbell, this will kind of give you a lifespan of how long it takes to charge your battery. I've read a lot of reviews that the battery charge stuff doesn't last long, that you might as well hardwire. But on a negative side, when you do hardwire your Ring doorbell, it doesn't go to your doorbell in the house. So we actually ended up having to buy a Ring doorbell to install on the main floor so we could hear it going off. So that's kind of a negative feature if that's the route you're gonna go. Now granted, you don't have to buy the Ring doorbell. They have other stuff, other devices where you can leave your doorbell in there, and they kind of have the cameras that you can hardwire in, and those do have a backup battery kind of like this. And this is the same thing when you go to the devices, event history, motion, the settings, you can kind of adjust where you want to, how far you want to put the motion out on your map and how you want to bring it in. So I'm not going to get into this detail because you can go through Ring, their website, and kind of watch it. I'm not sponsored by Ring for this, but this is a product I really wanted to have and was really been very impressed with it. So there is a thing where you can start paying for some upgrades where they kind of keep your videos for a certain amount of time and make it easy in that. But all in all, having the app on your iPad and on your phone is a good thing, especially if you have older parents, you know, that don't have the smart technology. Having this is going to be good for them. As you can see, this is the device of the Ring doorbell, and this is just for if someone rings the doorbell for you to hear. This is like $30, but you can also buy it to where it has the exact same thing and also comes with a booster. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have Ring the doorbell so you can kind of hear what it's like, but you can also change the chimes and everything to your liking. So what happens is when that is going off, you'll usually get a notification at your door saying there's someone at your front door, someone rang it. So buying one of these to put on your main floor is good. I don't think you need to go as much to put one upstairs in your bedroom unless you really wanted to, because at $30 a piece, it can get kind of pricey. But if you needed a booster and you wanted to maybe push it upstairs, it maybe wouldn't be such a bad idea. In the end, me and my wife are very impressed with the Ring doorbell. The only thing we wish it would change a little bit is the settings for the motion sensing, because they say that has the camera as a thermal to kind of help, so a leaf or that doesn't set it off. Well, the flag we actually had was setting it off. So that's one of those things where we're actually going to write Ring to let them know that, hey, you maybe need to work on this. Like, I understand it's movement, but it also goes by heat and temperature, and that, like it says in their video and also a lot of stuff on their website. That's kind of the only downfall is that I kind of see with it, but also making sure that you have a good strong Wi-Fi connection for this. I do recommend hardwiring this because, like I said before, a lot of reviews I've seen where people saying the battery and stuff like that doesn't last long and it's going out, you're constantly charging it. So hardwiring it to this is definitely something you maybe want to do. One of the things I'm also going to be looking into is they have a Ring kind of a camera, which is the same thing that you'll be able to plug in, but also as a battery backup. It's not a Ring, it's not the Ring doorbell, but it's the Ring product of a camera to kind of show you what is kind of going on. It's the same thing of having the motion sensor and stuff like that. So that could be a product I want maybe buy just to kind of help beef up the security around the house. Where we live is in a very good neighborhood. I'm not concerned. A lot of my other neighbors have the Ring doorbell, so we're kind of covered on both sides of the street. But it's just one of those things. I'd rather be safe than sorry. It's kind of like having car insurance. When you don't have it, you're going to need it. By having car insurance, then you don't need it. So that's the same thing with the Ring doorbell. And as of right now, we've been using this now for about 3 weeks from when I kind of shot the initial part of this to now. There definitely takes some tweaking. One thing I recommend is maybe install it early morning on a Saturday. Then you can make the tweaks throughout the day of how you want to work it, if bringing the motion sensor back and forward, and if you need to add these wedges. That's going to conclude this video. Hopefully you guys like this. Hit the thumbs up if you like this video. And if you do have a Ring doorbell or another product, write that down below. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have had any issues with the Ring doorbell, write those down below. And if you haven't, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much, and we will catch you guys down the road.